Salut people and happy Monday! Today I'm starting a week in my life. I thought I would just share some snippets of every day of the week. The vlogs I prefer to watch are just like some normal people who do normal activities, either people who work in 9 to 5 and do their grocery shopping at night and bake and cook, or people with kids who homeschool or like do homemaking videos. So I thought I would just show you my everyday normal life. Today it's Monday, as I said, and we came back from a trip. We went to this beautiful place in the south of France called Les Gorges du Verdon with some friends. It is kind of a natural reserve with a lot of lakes and rivers, and went kayaking. So we did that on Saturday the entire day. It was pretty exhausting. I think kayaked 16 kilometers. We were 3 couples and we each had like a kayak for 2 people. I have decided to be a little productive because I had 2 exciting packages that arrived. So I went to pick those up and I want to show you. It's actually fall decor that I have ordered on Vinted. It's kind of the equivalent of the American Poshmark. And before showing you the grocery haul in just a second, I want to show you what I got on Vinted. So I wanted some fall pieces, but not too expensive. This year I'm gonna decorate my apartment on a budget. I got those 2 beautiful kitchen towels from Zara Home, and I got them for €5, 2 of them. They're brand new cotton. I really love the colors and I think it's gonna make my kitchen look a little bit more fall. So I got those. And the second thing, it's more decor. I don't know if it's chestnut or if it's a nut. It's brand new. It even has the tag still on. I got the 2 of them, like one small and one big, for €25. Oh, this is so tiny. This is so cute. I like it a lot. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put both of them in the kitchen. I'm going to show you the grocery haul for the week. I went to 2 stores, one organic and one normal store. So I got the ham, some Parmesan cheese, this soy yogurt for my boyfriend. Then I went to the organic store and they had basically a sale, so one item bought from their brand and the second half off, which I find is super cool if there are some expensive items you want to get or like better quality things. So I got, for example, this butter, 250 grams of like pure organic butter is €3.20 something, so I had the other one half off. And it's good until October, so it's not gonna last until October, and in worst case scenario I can freeze it. I also got a chestnut flour. So for example, 500 grams of this is $10, which is expensive. That way I got one for 10 and one for €5 for my fall baking and cooking. Then I got those little gnocchis. So potimarron is not the same as pumpkin, but it's very similar. It's a bit sweeter. I got those gnocchis. They're super good. I'm gonna make this with maybe some tuna and some almond milk. We'll see. I got 2 zucchinis. Also, olive oil is super expensive, so I had one bottle for €15 and the second one for $7.50, which I think is not that bad. 2 avocados. I really like jasmine tea, so I had one for €6 and the second one for €3. I bought some apples. Those are non-organic because I don't really care. I'm gonna peel them anyways, and I'm gonna make a apple strudel, which is a Austrian really yummy dessert, and I'm gonna try to show you the recipe. It's very fall and really just cozy and delicious. Then I got the last nectarines and peaches of the season. I'm gonna try to enjoy those because after that I'm pretty sure it's the end for the season. I got some mushrooms. Those are not organic. It's just like $2 for all of those. I got some tomatoes, parsley, coriander. I got some grape. This is the seedless grape. And I got those sesame little grains for my bread and for my granola. Good morning, happy Tuesday. So I actually started my day about an hour and a half ago. I just had a cup of tea and I did my little routine of reading for about an hour, and I started a book I did not enjoy, so I just was like, okay, I'm gonna read it for an hour and tomorrow we're gonna start another book. And I think tomorrow I'm going to start this one, The Locked Door by Frida McFadden. I got it secondhand. Oh, I think there's some tea. I got it secondhand for half the price, so I'm super happy. I really, really love this author. I thought I was not a thriller person, but actually since discovering this author and Liv Constantine, because I read The Last Mrs. Parrish and I loved it, and I just wanted to show you, those are all the books I have read in the past couple of months. This summer I have been reading a lot. I have read a lot of novels, like really romantic, new romance kind of books. A lot of them were in French. This one is Les Pires Voisins. I don't think you can find it in English. I think this one is by a French author. Then there is Accord Brisé. I love this one. If you're a French follower, or if you know how to read in French, I really, really love those. It's by Anna Scott. I thought she was American, but she is not. Then I read Coloc avec mon boss, which means like being roommate with my boss. I really liked it. It was a little spicy. It was really funny. Then I read another one by Anna Scott, which is Say Yes to the Boss. This one is the same. I thought it was in English, but it's in French. I read Beautiful Player by Christina Lauren. A long time ago, I read Beautiful Bastard. I think it's also by her. Never Lie by Frida McFadden. This one was so good. I would give it, honestly, 5 stars. This one was so good, and this one was my favorite book of the summer. It's not a thriller, it's more of a novel. I don't know. This one was so good. It was really like spicy. There was a lot of flirting and things happening. It's about a very difficult romance between a young woman and her uncle, and then other things happen. This one was awesome. It was so good I had to read it. So I think this one I read in like 2 days. Actually, I lied. I have read 2 other books this summer, and The Handmaid was in June, so a little before summer. So I also read Until the End by Laura S. Wilde. This one was really good. And yeah, I have read The Housemaid's Secret, which is the second book of a series, basically. And I have the 3rd one that I got for my birthday that I still need to read. Now I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee and I'm going to start working. I'm going to send, my goal for the day will be to send 5 to 7 applications. Some of them are going to be in Paris, some of them are going to be in the US. If you're wondering how my job hunting is going, if I have to be honest, it's been quite hard. I have been applying for the past 2 months. I have applied to about 50 jobs via LinkedIn and Indeed. I have applied to a lot of them in the US, to quite a few in Singapore, and now I have started with my boyfriend to also apply in Paris, just because it might be easier to get a job in Paris than it is abroad. And we had to have a little talk and have a plan B, because visa sponsorships are very hard to get, and I receive a lot of negative answers every day from the firms I'm applying to, especially in the US, and they never tell you why, but I think it's because of the visa sponsorship. And I'm also wondering, because I have my really good friend Olivia that lives in the US, she said that the presidential elections also play a huge role in recruitment. So I'm wondering if that also impacts my job hunting. I don't know. Let me know if you're American, what do you think? Like how hard it is for a European person or like a foreigner to get a visa sponsorship to work in the US. Another day, another load of laundry. That way we're keeping on top of the laundry. If you're wondering what is this little thing I'm about to put in the microwave, in France they sell a lot of those pouches. It's basically cotton pouch, and inside you have cherry pits, like dry and clean cherry pits. And if you put this into the microwave, then you can put it on your belly and it feels so nice. It's warm, it's like a heating pack. So I'm gonna pop this into the microwave. I love to have this on my thighs or just on my belly whenever I work. It's so comforting and whenever I'm on my period, it is awesome. Today I'm not, but I just like the comfort of having it on my thighs. Whenever I wake up and I make my first cup of tea, I like to make a second one for the afternoon. It's always some kind of green tea, either jasmine green tea or genmaicha or just like a sencha green tea. Today it's jasmine, and I let it sit maybe 2 hours on the counter so it cools down, and then I just put it in the fridge whenever I make my breakfast or my first cup of coffee. That way at maybe 2 p.m. I will take this out and have my green tea. I'm not hungry yet. I was looking in the fridge, what do I have if I feel like eating anything, but I'm still not hungry. So I'll just make myself my first cup of coffee, and whenever I start to feel hungry, I'm just gonna come to the fridge and grab something. It was opened! Oh no! That never happened to me before. Well, I guess there is a first time for everything. The first sip of coffee is always the most magical. In France, this is called noix cerise, so like cherry pits. I don't know if it's used in other countries, but I bet it is. I don't think it's like a French thing, but it is so cool. And also it smells really good. And before you think I'm gonna get to work right away, no, I still have my load of laundry to dry. My 3 priorities are job hunting, budgeting, YouTube contract, and planning my videos. It is much later, it's 4 p.m. and I'm just putting my shoes on because I'm about to head out the door. I was supposed to do my job applications, but nothing went as planned, and I was really pissed because I was supposed to do the job applications first thing in the morning to just get it done, but the career pages I was supposed to apply to or like go through to some applications were not working. After an hour of trying and nothing helped, I was just like, you know what, Ellie, stop doing it because you'll be even more pissed. I have spent an hour on it, it did not work, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something else. So I did the budgeting part, and it feels good to finally do it after 3 months. And now I'm at this point of the day where I really need to go out because my eyes are tired from looking at my screen, and also I just feel a bit, you know, not mad, but like it's not this good stress to have whenever something is not working your way. So I'm going to go for a little walk, and I have to renew my metro card, so I need to go physically to the store, which is in the city center. And if I feel like it, because it is okay if I don't feel like it, if I feel like it, I will go to the Parc de la Tête, which is this beautiful park. I think I have put it once in a vlog or something. I'm pretty sure I did. But if I don't feel like it, I'm gonna do it another day, because mentally it hasn't been the best day either. It was a productive day. I just feel frustrated because it was not productive in the way I wanted it to be. But I need to accept that some days things don't go as planned, and that's alright. So I have everything in my tote bag. I just took this little blouse in case it gets a little cooler, but it's still 28 degrees, it's really warm. Oh yeah, I need to put some SPF on my face. And I have this package to pick up from a Vinted collect point. So I ordered this secondhand book, which I'm super excited to read. And I am going then to go to the Metro boutique thingy. There is a crazy waiting time, about an hour, so they gave me this electronic ticket with this QR code, and I'm able to do some shopping in the meantime. So I'm going to get a coffee, and I'm going to start reading the book I just picked up, and then I'm going to take care of my Metro card, and then I'm going to go home. And it looks really windy, so no biking home, I hope, because I think it's going to rain in a little bit. after a long day, I have my metro card. My boyfriend came to the city center and he bought me a pizza. That way we can celebrate the fact that I'm finally monetized. And now let's get home and eat the pizza and the tiramisu. Happy Wednesday! I just came back from physical therapy. It is 11:30ish, so it's quite late in the day. I bought a few little things before coming home. A loaf of bread, because I did not have the time to make my sourdough. Then I bought a head of lettuce, and I bought some baby spinach. That way I will make some kind of Caesar salad this week, as well as a wonderful pork stew. I will show you the recipe. I just hope that my pork is still good, because my boyfriend bought it 2 days ago, but he forgot to ask the butcher to vacuum it. It's finally starting to feel a little bit like fall. I'm wearing my flannel today. I thrifted this years ago in the US for $5 at Goodwill, and it is to this day the best flannel I ever had in my life. Can you hear it? Okay, if you don't know what that is, you probably don't know because you don't live in France. Every first Wednesday of the month, in every single city, they put those sirens to make sure that they work. And if you hear this siren another day than the first Wednesday of each month, it means that something is happening, either a bomb, either a terrorist attack. It's basically like the signal for the entire city to know that there is an imminent danger. So yeah, I was saying I received my 2 kilograms of beeswax. I always order a big quantity because I like to make a lot of candles and I consume quite a lot of them, especially in the fall and in the winter. And since we're approaching fall season, I'm going to make a huge batch of beeswax candle. The smell, when it melts, it smells so good. I love the smell of beeswax. It reminds me of my grandfather in Slovakia who had his own bees for a long time, and he always made his own honey. But now he stopped because it takes too much time and too much effort. First things first, cup of coffee. I'm going to use this mug today. If you're wondering, what is this? I bought, like not me, but my boyfriend bought a huge piece of pork 2 days ago. And I'm the worst person when it comes to meat. I'm always super scared of getting sick. So I need to analyze it, smell it, touch it, just to make sure it's still fresh. Because I called the butcher this morning to ask him if it was not vacuum sealed, is it still good? He was like, it's supposed to still be good, yeah. But he said you will smell it if the meat is not fresh. It will smell super bad, or it will be super slimy, but it looks really, really good. I'm just going to change into clothes and I'm going to do the job hunting. That's today's plan. I did not fulfill my main priority yesterday, and it's not because I was lazy. I tried for an hour, it did not work. So I had some technical difficulties, but I'm going to do this today. I had this song stuck in my head for 3 or 4 days. It's the one that goes, "Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Na 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 na." I really need to listen to it today so it goes out of my head. It is 3 p.m. and I'm finally ready to eat my first meal of the day. I'm starving. So I have 1 nectarine with a little bit of honey. I have my coffee, 2nd cup of coffee. And then I have 4 little toasts of bread with some lactose-free butter, ham, a little bit of balsamic glaze, and some coriander. I have 1 tomato, and I have this toast. I don't know what I will do with it. We'll see. It is maybe 2 hours later. I'm still doing my job applications. I think I have done 4 and I want to do 7 or 8. So I'm halfway through, but I'm okay tonight to just do job applications. I wanted to get it out of the way. I reheated my little heating pad and I made myself a cup of tea. It's, I think, thyme or rosemary. I really wanted something without any caffeine, and I will add a little bit of honey and continue working. But I think for tonight it's just going to be a very chill working session. I do feel like working and I really want to just do it, so that way I don't have any remorse. I'm doing my part of the deal, which is looking for jobs.
And honestly, I'm so happy with it because when I go downstairs to get my packages, I can just load them all up on here. I don't have to worry about carrying them. What should I paint? That's a really great question. Ben was like, paint the view. I was like, that was complete updates. But what else did I do today? Organize the apartment.
Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Yay. I had an awful night. I had bellyache the entire night. It's not food related. It's IBS. I think it's just my irritable bowel syndrome. Whenever I'm in like a very stressful period of life, I have those belly aches, maybe for 1 day, sometimes for 2 days, sometimes for a week, sometimes for a few weeks in a row. It depends. We'll see. I was supposed to have my 2-hour massage, my birthday massage, and I had to cancel it. Whenever I feel bad from the belly, I always get a black tea or Earl Grey, or sometimes I do lavender or peppermint tea. This morning I felt like having a plain black tea with a little bit of honey. I'm going to reheat my heating pouch to put on my belly, and I think I'm going to either read my book, which I really love, it's Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, or I'm going to watch a movie, and I'm gonna export my footage because I need to upload a video tonight. Just going to have some toast with olive oil. Here I have a dollop of margarine, but I did olive oil in the end with honey. And that's it, because I'm not feeling super hungry yet. Have I been chilling here for the past 5 hours? Yes. I've just currently put on a rainy autumnal ambiance music, which is actually really nice. I've been listening to this while I was editing my video and exporting all the footage. I still feel not my best from the belly, but I have decided to go for either walk or bike in the park. So it is 4 p.m. and 37 minutes. I haven't done much other than export my video. I did the thumbnail, I have written the description and everything, and now it is all ready to be live tomorrow. I will go to the Parc de la Tête d'Or to have a nice either walk or have a little bike around the park. And on the way back home, I really want to buy some leek to be able to make some soup. Those are my other pairs of ECCO shoes. Look at how beautiful they are. I mean, if there is one sponsorship I could have in my life, it will be for sure ECCO. I have been wearing their shoes for, I think, 10 years, even more. And as you can see, I still haven't decorated for fall. I still have my lavender. And those are my favorite perfumes. This one is by Estee Lauder. It's the Amber Musk. And this one is a perfume from Japan. And it is the best. It comes from a brand called Au Paradis. This perfume, I get compliments all the time, but it is very hard to access. Just came back from my walk and it was exactly what I needed. The weather is awesome. Even the tip of my nose is cold. I bought my leek to make my soup, and I also bought a few other things. Baguettes, because it's a French essential. I bought some Kalamata olives. Those are my favorite kinds of dark olives. Then I bought those beef raviolis. And I also bought some pears, because apparently it's starting to be the season. I bought 2 of those. Saucisson, and then I bought some carrots, and that's it. I'm going to make myself a little sandwich with saucisson and baguette while I make my soup because I'm starving. Happy Friday. I haven't vlogged this morning. It is 4 p.m. now. Just because I wanted to be selfish and have the time for myself. I woke up very late. I needed to sleep in, so I slept probably until like 10:30. And I read for like 4 hours in bed. I have started this book a few days ago by Penelope Douglas. It's called Birthday Girl, and it is so good. So I read for about 4 hours. I had 2 cups of coffee in bed. I had a tea. I had some breakfast, and now I'm eating some soup. I showered. I also changed into some clothes, and now I feel really productive. I'm going to eat my soup that I made yesterday, and I'm going to clean the apartment. I will take all the full decor out just to see everything that I have, because full decor in France will be available in stores next week, so mid-September. And I want to decorate my apartment on a budget, so I really need to make an inventory of everything that I have from last year, because I don't want to spend a lot of money. I think I will set myself a 50 euro or 40 euro budget for decorating and purchasing small little things that will bring me joy, because fall time is the best season and I don't want to overdo it. I just want to be very mindful but still have the capacity to purchase few little things. Nothing hits like soup. Nothing. This is the best meal on earth.
To make our home a place that feels like you can just take a deep breath and relax and feel at home, feel safe and at peace.
I'm going to show you what I'm wearing. My cousin gave me this blouse. I love it. It is so comfortable and it's super soft. It comes from Zara. I think this one is in large. And those are my favorite jeans. They're from the brand Bonobo. And I think they're very flattering. Happy Saturday. It is currently 1 p.m. 54. I know it is late, but for me it's the morning. I couldn't sleep at night. I think since yesterday I spent 6 hours decorating until like midnight. I was too giddy. I was just too excited about it. I don't know if you can see it, but there is some fall decor there. I filmed a video that I will upload in the following days. And yeah, I just tossed in bed for an hour and then I was like, let's just go to the living room, and I watched this TV show that just released, I think yesterday. It was called The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And I didn't expect that much drama. I did like it in the beginning, but then I was like, it truly does not align with my personal values, and that's why I don't watch TV shows. I prefer to watch vlogs, not TV shows. I don't know. So I just stopped after 3 episodes. The editing was great, but I did not necessarily like the content and all the drama and the girls speaking about each other behind their backs. I don't like people like this. So yeah. And then I started editing my other video at like 5 a.m. So I was really productive. And then at 8 a.m. I started to feel tired for the first time since the night before. And I have decided to sleep for 3 hours. So I woke up at noon and I really, really craved pain au chocolat. So I went to the bakery to buy those for me and my boyfriend, and I stopped by the farmer's market and they had beautiful figs. Usually the season for figs is late August, beginning September. And when I saw the price at the farmer's market, I was like, let me buy a little basket. It was like a 500-gram basket of figs. Those are the purple ones, are really good. And it was €3.80 for 500 grams, which is really good. Usually per kilo it's about 13-14 euros because it's an expensive item. And those ones are pure butter chocolate, what you call chocolate croissant, but it's technically a pain au chocolat. And I had a fun fact that I just researched for you guys. If you come to France and you want to have a croissant, do not pronounce the T, please. It's pain au chocolat and croissant. You don't pronounce the T's at the end. If you want to try the real pure butter croissant, which is so good, there is a way to differentiate a real croissant from a fake croissant, which is made with margarine and other fats. So there is no like law, but there are standards in bakeries, and to enable the customer to identify with which fat the croissant was made, if at the bakery you see a curved croissant, it means that it has margarine and other fats and not necessarily butter. And trust me, there is such a big difference. Go for the real croissant, and they're not expensive. A real croissant in France is between €1 to €1.50 depending the cities and the bakeries. I'm currently on chapter 17. I think I'm going to read a bit while I eat my breakfast at the dining table, and then I'm going to take my little cup of coffee to bed and read for a little bit more time. And in the afternoon I'm going to bake a cake with my boyfriend, or he's going to bake the cake, we'll see, because we're invited to a friend's little like party. It's not necessarily a party, we're just like gathering and eating food together, and everyone brings something. So I'm going to bring a cake, and tomorrow it's going to be a rest day. On Sundays we do a kind of a Sabbath, even though I'm not religious. We just rest and do whatever we want. We're gonna go for a walk. So I'm going to stop filming here for today and for the week. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week in my life, because it was the first one for me, but I really liked filming it for you guys. So let me know if you want to see more content like this. And yeah, I just hope you will have a great day or a great weekend, depending on the day you're watching the video. And I'll see you soon.